is. Y'all come on in. I decided it was time for a change. But first, a few updates. Please pause your screen to read this if you'd like. Yep, that's right. I was being lazy. Didn't want to edit. Hey y'all, Emerald Gypsy Heart here. It's been a minute. I know. Where have I been? What's going on? You'll notice that a name has changed. I am going to be changing my name from Emerald Gypsy Heart to Stoned Nomi. Time for a change. Many of you may have been wondering where have I been since 2020? Actually, since 2019, probably. A lot's changed. As you guys know, I was married to Chris. Chris and I were divorced on April the 20th, 2021. That's all anybody needs to know. Chris was terminally ill. Nobody knew until it was over that he was terminally ill. Our divorce was final on 4/20/2021, and I married a man that I should have married long before Chris came along. He was my boss when my oldest son was not quite 2 years old, and due to life and other things going on between his life and mine, I chose to end that relationship and move on from that job. Even though I loved the job, I needed to move on. I was trying to save marriage number one. It didn't work out, and that's okay. I was blessed with two beautiful sons who are now almost 34 and almost 30. God, where did the time go? Many of you may not know, Chris was terminally ill. He kept this to himself. I didn't know when he and I discussed our separation and me leaving to come back to Louisiana to follow my own heart. I didn't know he was terminally ill. He didn't tell anybody. His own sister didn't know he was terminally ill until it was too late. Chris died on July the 7th. Chris died July the 13th, 2021, after being hospitalized on June 29th on his 52nd birthday. Chris had pancreatic cancer as well as a few other things. His final conscious moments was spent with me and Paul, who they became very good friends. Paul was the last person to make him laugh, and I'm grateful for that. Moving on, I moved back to Louisiana and have been living my best life. If you haven't noticed, my original Facebook page was hacked, so I'm back on Facebook. I'll put the link in the doobly-doo. And yeah, so I moved back to Louisiana. My husband and I have been in the process for about a year and a half now, building a tiny home. Where we live at in Jefferson Parish, Louisiana. We don't have counties, we have parishes. It's a Napoleonic thing. Go figure. We are now seeing the light at the end of that tunnel. We've been in a FEMA trailer since February of 2022. And it's been a journey. Let's just leave it at that. But our house is almost finished. Finally. And I haven't been putting videos up on Facebook. No. I haven't been putting videos up on my YouTube channel because I just didn't think it was worth it anymore. I was being judged for things that people didn't know and didn't understand. And for that, that's your problem, not mine. Nobody knew what was going on inside the walls of my home. Just like you still don't know everything that goes on in anybody you watch's life. So, with that being said, oh God. With that being said, thought I'd poke my head in and say hi. So, I did. So, bye. It was nice catching up. Now it's time for you to leave. Bye.